Is that Ben?
Visitors watching crocodiles in the forest park were horrified to discover an adult crocodile had been killed by some unknown creature. However, as they looked at the dead crocodile, instead of leaving, the tourists wanted to get closer to take photos. But at that moment, a monster suddenly emerged from the water.
Damn it, man! What the hell is wrong with you?
What was that?
It's underneath us. What the hell?
We wind up in the water. Just try to stay together.
Overwhelmed by work stress, Lucy and her girlfriend, Aisha, decided to go on an exciting adventure. So they signed up for a swamp sightseeing tour. It was said that the swamp was home to countless crocodiles. It was a natural paradise for wildlife. They thought it would be nothing more than an ordinary sightseeing trip. But as soon as they entered the swamp, their guide John sensed that something was wrong. Using a tracking device, he discovered there was a tagged adult crocodile somewhere in the area. John tossed the bait he had prepared into the water, hoping to lure the crocodile out. However, after waiting for a long time, the water remained completely still. The unusual silence made John frown. Normally, crocodiles would appear as soon as food hit the water. John assumed the crocodile had already eaten its fill, so he decided to take the tourists away. But just as everyone was about to head back, a tourist named Ellie spotted a crocodile lying on the riverbank. She immediately let out an excited scream. With just one glance, John recognized it as the crocodile they had been tracking. But as he looked at the motionless crocodile, John's expression instantly turned serious. It was obvious that the crocodile had been attacked and killed. That meant something even more dangerous than a crocodile was lurking nearby. Just as John was about to lead everyone away, Ellie excitedly insisted on getting closer to take pictures. She offered John a $300 tip if he would move the boat a little closer. Tempted by the money, John slowly steered the boat toward the shore. But just as Ellie was taking photos, the boat suddenly began to rock violently.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What was that?
It's underneath us. What the hell?
Fortunately, everyone was wearing life jackets, and no one was injured. Thinking about the attack they had just survived, they quickly climbed onto the overturned bottom of the boat without hesitation. At that moment, John struggled back to the surface. Everyone froze as the surrounding water turned red. Fortunately, thanks to his quick reflexes, John managed to break free from the creature beneath the water. Everyone assumed the creature in the water was a crocodile, but John didn't think so. Just as he was about to share his theory, the boat was struck once again.
Dad! Dad! Brace! Hold on! Sal, you okay?
He's gonna kill us. I gotta get off this boat. I think it went under. Where you go?
By the time everyone regained their senses, the boat had become wedged in a tree. The swamp was so remote that there was no phone signal at all, so they had no choice but to save themselves. A tourist named Jack tried to flip the boat back over, but it was tightly wedged between two branches and wouldn't budge. Just as everyone was running out of ideas, the unconscious John finally woke up. He told them they were in the outermost part of the park, where boats rarely passed by. For now, all they could do was wait where they were. The tourists wanted to know what had attacked them, but even John wasn't sure. He was certain of one thing: it wasn't a crocodile.
Hey, what animal did that? Big, gray. It took me to the bottom and held me in its mouth.
But your wound, it would need a 10-inch tooth.
It doesn't make any sense.
Hearing that, everyone became terrified. To calm everyone down, John said that if they didn't return before dark, his boss would surely report them missing. All they needed to do now was stay put and wait for rescue. But as time passed, countless bubbles suddenly appeared on the surface of the water.
Grandpa, it's back.
Jack realized the creature had returned. To avoid another attack, everyone climbed onto the tree branches, but the creature slammed directly into the tree trunk. Amid the chaos, someone accidentally fell into the water. Lucy immediately jumped in to help, but after dragging the person back to the tree, the creature attacked again. As the boat shook violently, Aisha fell into the water. She struggled toward the branch where Ellie was perched, hoping to climb up, but just as she was about to make it, the creature suddenly burst out of the water. The shocking sight left everyone on the tree frozen in place. It turned out to be an enormous hippopotamus. The horrifying sight left everyone too terrified to move. They could only remain on the branches and wait for rescue. As evening approached, The situation grew even worse. Determined to escape, Ellie came up with an idea. Hippos are extremely afraid of intense heat. They could pour fuel onto the water and create a ring of fire nearby. That way the hippopotamus would stay away. The ring of fire could also serve as a warning signal. If rescuers were searching nearby, they could locate them through the fire. Everyone agreed to this plan. They quickly spread fuel across the water and ignited it. Taking advantage of the chaos, Lucy dove underwater to search for the boat wreckage. Fortunately, the boat was overturned and still contained some oxygen. Lucy soon found the tracking device. She brought it back to the surface and handed it to John. Luckily, the device was waterproof and still functioning properly. At the same time, the boss searching in the forest also detected the signal. Seeing John was in a nearby river channel, the boss assumed they were just lost. He rushed over alone without informing anyone else. It didn't take long before the boss found the stranded group. Seeing rescuers arrive, everyone finally felt relieved. John explained everything that had just happened to the boss, but it all sounded too unbelievable. The boss refused to believe that a gentle hippopotamus would attack humans. He transferred everyone onto his speedboat, intending to take them away first. After realizing she was safe, Ellie became extremely angry. She got into a heated argument with John. Distracted by the argument, the boss wasn't paying attention to the direction. The boat soon hit a tree trunk and shook violently. A tourist fell into the water, just as the boss was about to rescue him.
Holy shit!
Hang on, baby. I'm coming for you.
Oh! No, stay there! Stay there! No! No!
The boss immediately grabbed his shotgun. If the hippo appeared, he would shoot it immediately. However, after a long time, the water remained completely calm. Just as everyone relaxed, bubbles suddenly appeared in the water.
Boss. Where? Shoot that thing! Shoot her!
At the critical moment, John quickly picked up the shotgun and took aim. Having narrowly escaped, the boss swam quickly back to shore. Just as everyone was about to go help him, the hippo appeared again.
Run!
In panic, the boss pulled out a flare. He shoved the flare into the hippo's mouth. The burning pain forced the hippo to flee into the forest. Seeing this, Lucy finally breathed a sigh of relief. While the hippo was on land, the three survivors paddled away in a small boat. They soon reached a deeper section of the river. Lucy spotted a building not far away, but there was no sign of anyone living there. Although it seemed strange, they didn't pay much attention to it. They headed toward the building, hoping to find help. However, when they arrived, they discovered it had long been abandoned. In one room, Ellie found some documents. It turned out this place was once a hippo breeding facility. Hippos imported from Africa were bred here. Later, the facility was abandoned because hippo meat was not profitable. After reading the records, the boss finally understood the situation. They had entered the hippo's territory, which was why they were attacked. But hippos are normally gentle animals and don't attack humans without reason. He believed there must be another cause behind it. At that moment, a strange noise came from the yard. Lucy turned around and saw a baby hippo trapped in an old iron cage. The hippo calf was pinned under a collapsed metal gate. Lucy realized this was the reason the hippo had become so aggressive. If they didn't free the calf, the hippo would keep hunting them. Without hesitation, Lucy used all her strength to rescue the baby hippo. After being freed, the calf quickly ran toward the adult hippo in the distance. The once enraged giant gradually calmed down after seeing its baby safe. In the end, it stopped attacking and slowly left the water with its calf. A survival crisis caused by trespassing into its territory finally came to an end after the truth was revealed.